Hello, welcome to another video. This is actually an answer to a question asked by one of my Instagram followers. They wanted to know what is my biggest struggle at the moment. That's a really hard question to answer. Maybe my current struggle's been answering this question. I've had a lot of struggles in my life. If you follow a lot of my content and heard about my life, it's been sort of, for the most part, constant struggle. And I describe a struggle as sort of being stuck. First thing that comes to mind is, the magicians in the jackets that have got chains and everything around them, and it's like, to the appearance, it looks like they're struggling, they're stuck. Yeah, but the magician knows that there's a technique and that it's an illusion, and that they can break it and that they can get free at any time, any moment. Yeah, and they have an element of safety put in. So for me, as my life has developed, as my journey has blossomed, it was learning that external struggle is an illusion, and that I hold the key of keeping myself safe internally. And if you've followed a lot of my content, it's all about bringing harmony to the mind and the body, disidentifying with the mind and the body that it's not me. I am not my thoughts. I am not my body. They are mine. It's my body. It's my thoughts. And I'm going to nurture them, love them, optimize them, look for ways of making a more harmonious inner well-being. Yeah, and that for me is like, if you can fundamentally get to the point of witnessing the mind and the body as separate things that you own, they're yours. Yeah? But they're like a mother and father relationship. And who hasn't seen a mother and father relationship, or father and father, or mother and mother, whichever way it is, but a relationship with two individuals. One will be highly masculine, one will be highly feminine. Yeah, whether they're male or female, these are different things. And there's an exchange, and often we see a lot of abuse in these relationships. So it's internally noticing, do you have this abuse going on? Is your masculine side trying to dominate your feminine side? Is your feminine side caving in and become dependent and used to that abuse? Yeah? And it's taking time to witness that and reprogramming it. Yeah, that's what I share on my channel, lots of methods and techniques. I'm also writing books at the moment. I've got like 8 books on the go. Yeah, that's probably a struggle, is just trying to commit to one. Yeah, so I'm thinking to do ebooks as well. If you're interested, let me know, drop a comment. You interested? Would you free ebooks? I'm thinking of doing mini versions of all the books, so I can just get something out as quick as possible. Yeah, let me know if that's interesting. And as well as working on full in-depth books, because it's a lot of content. It's hard to put something. It's easier in video for me to just talk, to just freestyle and open up and share. Yeah, but to put it into words and make it smooth is a process. I've also always suffered from some form of what someone would call dyslexia, so words and numbers are a complete jumble for me. Yeah, so I really have to proofread. Maybe you see my posts and my descriptions and might notice some grammar or some spelling mistakes where I'm trying to be quick, but for me it's not easy. I see it as patterns rather than spellings. Yeah, so it's why I dissect words, because I look for meanings to attach to them, yeah, and the sound that they produce. So yeah, back to my biggest struggle at the moment. Like externally, internally, it's all going really well. Yeah, I feel quite harmonious. Yeah, I catch myself if I'm not and bring myself back into that state quick. Yeah, routine, morning routine, breathing, stretching, keeping that up, enjoying that process, not feeling like it's forced. Like I've just done an hour walk and then I've done like half hour to an hour of breathing and moving. I don't really time it. I put a couple of songs on and just move and breathe and set good intentions and let my body and everything flow, my body and mind connect. Love each other, it's like a bit like a hug. And but yeah, externally, my 2 struggles come to mind. One is financial. Yeah, I've always been in a financially bad place my entire life. I come from poverty, I lived in poverty, and even through all my years, I've never earned a lot of money. And I've tried, and I'm still trying. And it's not all about money, but I can see so much that can be done with it, and not just for myself, for others too. But just to eat and to live, yeah, I'm going downwards at the moment. So I'm really trying to look for ways to make more. So getting a book out there may be one of them ways, Patreons maybe another way, but that's a small amount. And thank you to all my patrons. I have 4 at the moment, and it makes a difference for me getting credit and keeping this content going. But if I can build that, I can build more quality and consistency and spend more time on this. Because at the moment I'm looking at online jobs and online things because of the way I live. It's hard to find somewhere to work in the way I live, and I don't have the finances to go and rent somewhere to live in a town or any of that stuff. So that's why I'm in the van, is because it was financial. It wasn't to travel and be in nature. That was a byproduct, yeah, which is a beautiful byproduct. So yeah, it's all about finances for me at the moment, and trying to build a stable and lucrative income so I can continue this process of service, yeah, to my most optimum with less stress. And secondly would be Danielle's health. As you're aware from probably the other content, she's been through a lot of health issues in her life, and we're in a really good place with it now. It's so much better than it was. But she also suffers from extreme endometriosis, extreme menstrual cycles. And from her first day of starting till about day 4, I'm a full-time carer still. She can't walk to the bathroom. She can't make a hot water bottle. She can't feed herself proper. Like, she doesn't eat for the first 2 days at all. And I carry her to the bathroom, make her hot water bottles constantly, give her massages, and this pattern. And it's not till about day 8 or 10 that she's back to more or less how she was before it started. And this is every single month. So there's no longer such a struggle because it's been consistent. It happens every month, roughly day 26 to 28 every single month. But that's made me have to become very organized and structured in my routine, because this happens every month, and it stops my workflow. It stops my physical flow, because I'm in the van pretty much 24 hours a day for a couple of days. I just get out to take Bodhi for a walk, take the cats out for a moment, but it's much more limited to what I'm used to and what I love. Yeah, but I love being there for her, and I love to make sure she feels safe. Yeah, I don't find it a burden. I don't find it a duty. Yeah, I'm happy and willing. Yeah, it's my choice. And as long as we make things our choice, there's a freedom in that. Yeah, we get to choose how we live. So yeah, they would be my 2 obstacles. They're not really struggles. I would have seen them years ago as struggles, yeah, because them 2 things have been there for years. Whereas now it's just having faith that that's the flow of life. I act in kindness, compassion, and love in all moments. Yeah, notice if I don't, and I let life go where it goes. Yeah, keep my ambitions high, keep trying to put stuff out, keep trying to be of optimum service to others, to anyone that comes into my actual physical life as well as online, and do my best. So that takes away the struggle, because it's, like I said, that's the illusion, is you can easily get your thoughts and your mind into a condition that them things are painful, sufferings. It will soon become a dictator to the body and abuse the body for not doing good enough, not being enough, not being able enough, and that relationship will fall apart internally of the mind and the body. So for me, yeah, it's hard to say what's a struggle, but there are things that are going on in my life. So I hope that answers your question. That was from Make Good Together. You can check them out on Instagram, and I think they're everywhere. You know, they've got a lot of content online, and one of my patrons, so thank you so much. And also in my podcast, go check them out in the podcast. And again, if you're looking to help me financially, you can be a Patreon. Yeah, from, I think it's like $3 a month up to maybe 25. There's 3 different options, and this really helps. This motivates me, inspires me, as well as just helps me make more content of better quality. Yeah, you can buy clothing if you want. You can go check out my store, greenheartstore.com. There's all different types of t-shirts, ladies and men's. You can just hit the like button, subscribe. Yeah, watch as many of my videos as possible, share and recommend them. This really helps support the content, helps the algorithm grow it. The more likes you get, the more comments and interaction you get, and the longer people stay on your videos, the more YouTube will promote it, more people will see it. So have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate you. And I will see you in the next video. Oh, and my podcast is now coming out twice a week. I've just upped my volume, so every Wednesday and every Sunday. Check it out, and go check out the other videos. Have a beautiful day. I truly appreciate your presence here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you're not following me already. Click the recommended video. That's what YouTube recommends you should watch next, so click it. Have a beautiful day. If you haven't, click the like button as well. It really helps other people see. And comment. I'd love to know where you're from. Let's connect.